Okay, are you ready to tune up for the weekend of sun and fun? Well, speaking of sun, this is your solar plexus, solar sun, and we're going to strengthen it along with our butt because our butts are connected to the hips, the lower back, the pelvis, and when they're tight, everything's not flowing smoothly. So we're going to do mostly standing, a vigorous workout. So come on to the back of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, turn the palms out and float your upper body down into standing forward bend. And then inhale, come halfway up and exhale. Now walk your hands forward and come on into a plank position. Notice your core firing in plank. Come on over onto your left arm into Vashisthasana. Lifting your right arm up, reaching up, stretching up. Remember, there are 3 feet positions or foot positions. One is to separate your feet. The easiest is to kick stand. You could also come down onto your knee if this is an issue, but hopefully it's not because you're a weekend warrior. All right, and coming back into plank, let's switch over to the other side. So you're firing your core here. These are your obliques. If you take your hand under and feel your side muscles, internal, external obliques, they are firing. Don't let your torso go down. Lift it up. Come on back down. And then walk your hands back and come into your first downward dog. Okay, let's walk the dog. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs and change. Feel that stretch and come into neutral. Now lift your right leg up and bring your right knee up towards your chest. Back up. Be sure you're pressing the ball of the big toe mount in your left foot, the one that's on the floor. Press that into the floor. And take that bent knee once again forward to your chest. And back up. Relax your neck. And take that knee one more time forward. And then bring your heel close to your bum. And then step that right foot forward. And drop your knee to the mat. And bring your arms straight out in front. Take them into cactus. Feel your shoulder blades moving towards one another, and then bring your elbows together and look down. Inhale, arms back to cactus. Exhale, elbows together and looking down. And bring your arms back out to the side. And now take your left hand, place it inside your right foot. Lift your back knee off the floor, twist and turn, lifting your right arm up. Now you're feeling that stretch in your top glute. So 3 muscles in your butt, gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, but the maximus is the biggest muscle in your body. Exhale, bring the hand down to the floor, step your right foot back, and just walk your dog. Remember, in downward dog, press all 10 fingers into the mat so much that you have a little dome of space inside the palm. And now lift your left leg up in the air, pressing the right toe mount, big toe mount into the floor, and bring that knee forward. Extend it backward. Notice when you bring the knee forward again, notice your core firing, fired up. This creates dynamic energy circulating throughout your entire body, your solar plexus, the center of your universe, your sunspot. Bring the knee forward again. Feel your core firing. Inhale, extend the leg back up. And then step your left foot forward and bring the knee onto the floor. And then let's do this little bit of shoulder work again. Extend your arms straight out in front and bring them back to cactus arms. I should be facing you, shouldn't I? So you can see. How about that? Okay. And then bring them elbows together, looking down. Maybe we'll do the 3/4 shot here. Open up again into cactus. And bring the elbows again together. And open up. Reach your arms out in front. Take your right hand, place it on the floor inside of your left leg. Lift your back knee off the floor. Twist and turn. Reaching up and stretching up. And then bring that hand down to the floor. Take your downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet, towards the back of your mat. Let your head hang, bend your knees, and slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Okay. Let's just do a little sideways bending. So inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. I'll do the mirror image. Your left hand is going to grab your right wrist. You're going to stretch up, and then you're going to lean over towards the left, and you're going to pull on that right wrist. Feel this lovely stretch, lateral stretch for your spine, keeping it supple, flexible, youthful. Inhale, sweep up, change hands, lift up out of your waist, exhale, and bend to the other side. Don't bend so far that you compress your spine. You want to keep the length in your spine, so maybe you're not going to bend too far. That's okay. Inhale, sweep up, and then bring your arms beside your ears. Let your head fall back, and looking back, bring your arms beside your ears. So you're stretching now the front of your spine. Wiggle your fingers. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, come back down. Step your feet back again and walk forward again into plank posture. Breathing. Okay, we're going to do something similar now. You're going to come back into down dog. You're going to take your right leg up, and you're going to bring your knee to the center into plank. Keep your knee where it is. Come on up into dog. So a three-legged dog. Back into a three-legged plank, so your knee's not moving. You're just working your core. Coming back into a three-legged dog, three-legged plank, last three-legged dog. Bring your heel close to your bum and then step your right foot forward. Okay, so now inhale, sweep the arms up. Come on up into your crescent lunge. Reach up, stretch up. Now exhale. Bring your arms in front. So again, you're going to feel your core working here as you reach your arms forward, bending your front knee, back leg stays straight. So you're not resting on your thigh. You're just really engaging your core, your rib cage. Reaching forward now. Take your arms out to the side and around. You're going to internally rotate your arms so that your thumbs are pointing towards one another and your palms are facing up. And then lift your arms an inch or two. So now you're firing the muscles on the back of your arms and your shoulders. Breathing. You're also firing, of course, right quadriceps and right butt cheeks. If you poke it with your finger, it should feel hard as a rock or something like that. So keep the front knee bent, bring the arms to the side, but now externally rotate them by pointing your thumbs up. And then bring your hands forward into the V position. Take them back to the side, thumbs are pointing up. And take them to the back, rotating internally so that your thumbs are pointing towards one another and the palms are facing up. Okay, bring them back to the side, take them to the front, and now we're going to come into a one-legged tree. So step your back foot forward, lift your knee up, and balance. I need to move back a little bit. If you can, when you bring your hands into prayer, straighten that bottom leg if you're able. Nice. And step it back into warrior 3, but keep your hands in the prayer position. Focus your gaze for balance. Lower your leg, come on into chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight is in the heels, you're sitting back. If you look down, you can see your toes in front of your knees. Exhale, forward fold, let your head hang. Step your left leg back, bring the knee to the mat. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Bring the other hand on top. You're going to do your sideways prayer. Lift your back knee off the floor. Twisting. Breathing. Feeling energized, energetic. Ready to take action, whatever your springtime fun activities are looking like. And then bring your hands to the mat. Step that front leg back. And walk your dog. So we're going to do the other side now. Lift your left leg up and bring that left knee into the center of your chest and come on into your 3-legged plank. Remember, press all 10 fingers into the mat to activate more of your forearm wrist muscles. Inhale, come into your 3-legged dog. Your knee stays where it is. 3-legged plank. 3-legged dog. Gee, the 3-legged dog feels a lot easier than your 3-legged plank, huh? Okay, back into your 3-legged dog. And then bring your heel as close to your bum as you can. And then bring that left foot forward. And come on up into your crescent lunge. Okay. Breathing. And now lower your torso towards that front bent thigh. So now you're really firing up left glutes, butt, and left quads. Take your arms behind your body, internally rotating so that your palms are facing up and your thumbs are pointing towards one another. Keep your upper body, spine long and strong. Now lift the arms up behind you. You're going to fire up your triceps and your shoulders by lifting your arms a little higher. Bring them to the side, externally rotating so your thumbs are pointing up. And then lift your arms up a little bit more. You feel that in your deltoid, top of your shoulders. Bring your arms forward into the V, victory. Reaching and stretching. Bring them back to the side. Lift them up an inch or two. Take them around to the back, internally rotating. Lift them up. And then back to the side. And I'm going to step my front leg back a little bit because I didn't leave myself enough room here to now come into prayer and tree pose, a modified version of it, where your front right leg is bent. Now I'm going to extend the leg straight out in front. This really works the quads. And then step that leg back and let's come into our sideways prayer. To the other side. Feel your battery being recharged. Hope so. Focus your gaze, looking down at the floor. Always helps with balance. Feel that twist through the hip and the butt. Okay, bring your hands to the floor. Stepping back into downward facing dog and walk that dog once again. Relax your neck. Give your head a bit of a shake. And let's step the right foot forward. Pivot on the back foot. Windmill the arms up. Come on into warrior two. So lift up at your sternum. Lower your shoulders. And let that stretch originate between your shoulder blades. And now lower your back arm down your back leg, but reach up with your front arm. Reach and stretch up. Inhale, straighten that front leg, bring your arms back to shoulder height. Reach forward over your front right foot until you can't reach any further, and then hinge and just let that arm fall organically inside of your front leg as you reach that top arm up. Reach it up, stretch up, look up. Again, energy is up. Now bend your front leg, your right leg, bring your forearm onto your front thigh, take your shoulder back, and then reach the arm overhead so it grazes your ear. Parsvottanasana. Now be sure you're pressing into the outside of your back foot. So you've got a nice long line of energy along the left side of your body, the feminine side of your body, the receptive side of your body. Well, let's do the masculine side next. Inhale, come on up. Pivot on your feet. Turn to the opposite direction. Bend your front knee. Coming into your warrior pose, remember your shoulders should be over your hips and your wrists should be over your ankles. Look down and make sure your knee is not collapsing in. That's what it wants to do. So keep pressing it out. That fires your inner thigh adductor muscle, pressing into the outside of your back. Leg fires up the other adductor. Okay, lower your back arm down your back leg. Reaching up, stretching up, and looking up. Energy is up. And your energy will be up after this. Okay, straighten that front leg. Bring your arms back to shoulder height. Reach forward until you can't reach any further, and then hinge and let your front arm fall inside of your front leg, but reach the top arm up. So this is also strengthening the core. If you feel, you can feel your core is working to hold this posture, stretching, reaching, looking up, and then bend your front knee, bring your front forearm onto your front thigh, push the shoulder back. This helps set you up for bringing the arm over your ear safely into Parsvottanasana. Side angle bend. Reach, stretch. Keep reaching, keep stretching. Inhale, come on up into the center. Take the arms out to the side. And now turn. And then let your left hand come approximately to your right foot as you twist and turn to release any tension or stress in the back area. Inhale, come on up. Turn and twist to the other side. And bring your right hand to your left foot. Stretching up, reaching up. And back down, come into the center. Walk your feet in towards one another. But keep your toes pointed out. Let's inhale, come up into goddess pose. So have a look again. Your knees should be tracking out over your toes. Sitting as low as you can. So again, working thighs, working core, working butt. Inhale, come on up. Bring the feet back in towards one another, and let's take another Utkatasana, and we're going to transition into a modified eagle pose. Okay, so placing balance on your left foot, lift your right leg up, come onto the ball. Lower your arms down into that V position at shoulder height. Place your right leg and wrap it around the left. So with the right leg on top, we're going to bring the right arm across the body and lock it with the left at the elbow. So that's why I say it's modified. We're changing the arm position in eagle, strengthening core and butt. So you may be feeling some burn in your thigh. Breathe through it. And then release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold from your hips, tops of your legs, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, float your fingers down. Bend your knees, come into horseman's pose. Utkatasana. Sitting back, remember, see your toes in front of your knees to get this right. And now lower your arms to shoulder height. Now shift your weight and balance on your right foot. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. For balance, remember, look at the floor, 8 to 9 feet in front of you. Lift that left leg up and over the right. So you really need to bend your right leg. So with your left leg on top of your right, you're now going to take the left arm across the body and you're going to lock it at the elbow with the right arm. Bend the standing leg as much as you can. Breathe. Focus. In balance, focus is everything. And sometimes in life, so is focus. Okay, so you're probably feeling your right hip, your right quadricep thigh muscles. Breathe through the burn. And then inhale, come on out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet out as wide as you can, 3 to 3.5 feet at least. Tent your fingers underneath your face. Tabletop your spine. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Reach up, stretch up, look up. Feel that stretch in your inner thigh, groin. Lift up a little higher. Exhale, float the arm down. Inhale, sweep the other arm up. This is a nice release for the back. You've worked your core. You're probably breathing a little heavier, which is great. That means your heart's working. Exhale, float that arm down. Let's lunge over to the right side, bringing bum close to heel. Up and over to the other side. Be mindful if you have any knee issues, please. And one more time over to the right. And last time, over to the other side. And back into the center. And I just want to do one little toe stretch, okay? This is just curl your toes under, all right? And sit back. I know this probably feels a little bit like torture, but your toes will thank you afterwards when you get off them. Obviously, if it's too intense, you stay up like this, but eventually get to the place where you can feel that stretch in the foot, the plantar fascia. All right, it's kind of like toffee. There's no real stretch in it, but it should be stretched. And of course, the toes are being flexed majorly. because normally they're like this, now they're like that. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed this weekend tune-up, and wishing you a great weekend of fun, hopefully in the sun. Namaste.